And good morning, everyone, and welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building EAs for the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 platform, and in general, helping you become a better trader. And I'm helping becoming a better trader by studying all this stuff and sharing with you what I have learned. We've got a lot to talk about today. By the way, also, if you like this video, then by all means hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you, and you get to see what our shenanigans are when we have time to go off and do some shenanigans. So without further ado, we're going to be talking about putting money at risk, and you kind of need to know what those risks are. So let's go ahead and get into that. There seemed to be a pause in there. I had to get some more coffee. But anyway, here are the risks that you needed to know about. First, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past. Where was I? Oh yeah, here we go. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. That means if you are trying to trade money to get your rent or food or something like that, then this is not the avenue to do that. You will not do well. You will starve and you'll live on the streets. So don't do that. CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. And of course, that means that you need to kind of take care of your rent and your groceries first, and then save up some money to trade on the side in a different account. So that's where we go with that. Let me see. So with that, we kind of jumped into this a little fast today. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other things. First, let's talk about me some more. Here's a more advanced risk disclosure. This is from Forex.com. This is their risk disclosure. It shows that 31.9% of their traders, or their non-discretionary traders, were profitable in calendar quarter for the first quarter of 2026, and that 69% were unprofitable. Now we want to be in this category, so that's why we study this stuff and why we keep track of what's going on in the markets and identify what market there is first, and then jump into it when we feel like we're jumping into it and making money that way. I've got some interesting things to talk about today. After that, let's talk about me some more. Here are my here are my trading robots, so to speak, my EAs that I've built so far. Bollinger Band RSI Mean Reversion Pro and Bollinger Band RSI Mean Reversion Pro for the MT5, both of which are doing well. I haven't sold any. I'm probably going to take these down to free and then revise them some more, because they're not trading the way I want to trade right now, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a minute. But I'm not happy with the way these are working right now, so I'm probably going to go back in there and rebuild those. Go ahead and download them and play them and see if you can get them. And you can download them for free here. Download any of them for free. That's part of the terms of putting up EAs here at MQL5, is that you have to have a free demo, and then you can tweak it to see which version works for you. You could do that. After that, here is tradingforexforprofit.com. This is my site. This is a site I'm building to help me become a better trader and help keep track of what I'm doing and what we're doing next as far as trading goes. And let's go ahead and log in for a second to show you what I'm talking about. Oops. And here is the billing dashboard. But here's the main dashboard here. You can start off with a calculator and build your risk per trade and see how much money you want to risk. You do something like that, and then come up with how much risk you want to lose. We also have some advisory functions in here for the premium members, and I think also for the pro members. I forget how that's set up. You can add new accounts right here. And calculator activity. Oh yeah, then here's you can track your account, see how well you're doing. As you can see, I did not do really well on May's trading May's Trader Cup Challenge. Calculator again. You can import all your trades if you already have an account. And for this setup, the import function so far is set up for MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, and DX Trade so far, because those are the only ones in the United States that are allowed that I'm aware of. There may be more. You can do TradingView, but you typically have another platform to tie into TradingView. I could be wrong on that, but I do not trade through TradingView, so that's that. So, but feel free to sign up. You can sign up for free and kick it around and play with it and see how it works for you. With that, after that, let's go ahead and get into what we're talking about today. So first, let's talk about the event risk today. We have news. We have news, but it's all boring news. Nothing to really move the market except for this thing. The war with Iran and Israel and us and Pakistan and everybody is involved in it. Look at that, 92,000 traders online today. So 92,000 people are on the site today. Set that to live. Let's see what's happening. Oh, look. Looks like we're going to have dollar weakness today. Maybe. So with that, let's go ahead and see what we're looking at as far as risk on, risk off. Whoa, where'd it go? Refresh the screen, so I'll have some coffee while this is refreshing. Yeah, it verified that I'm, I don't know what it's verifying. That's a Cloudflare thing. That's tradingforexforprofit.com has that too. Risk on, risk off meter. That's what we want. Maybe I'll partner with these guys one day. Here we have the risk on meter. So we are looking at risk on today. So that means higher stock market, weaker dollar, weaker US dollar. That means possibly bond yields coming down. A lot of other fun stuff. So it's typically risk on days are not really that great for Forex. Well, depending on what direction you're on. Means it's good for the euro versus the dollar, the pound versus the dollar. Not so great for the euro versus the Swissy, or the euro versus the, the dollar versus the Swissy, or the dollar versus the yen. But let's take a closer look. The currency strength meter. We have the Kiwi right here on top, followed by the British pound, and the euro. About that. Look at that. US dollars on the bottom. And the Japanese yen is on the bottom. That could switch very quickly. The Japanese yen could go right up here if they decided to do some intervention. It doesn't look like they're going to do it today because the Japanese markets are closed, so they may not be doing that quite yet. May not be doing it at all. Who knows? We'll see. At any rate, let's jump into what's happening today. First, let's start with the US 10 yield. The US 10 government bond yield, which is right here, which is coming off a good bit. In fact, bond yields across the board are down, including the Japanese yen. How about that? The Japanese bond yields. So looking at lower bond yields across the board. Good for the... look at that, bearish engulfing candle. Good for the consumer. In all countries, really, because we want bond yields to go down, because that means the inflation rate's going to go down. Then we'll come down here to the DXY. Look at that turnaround. Big turnaround right there, right at 117. And then coming down a good bit after that, right back down into 99.70. We'll see if it fills this fair value gap right here. And continues to drop and back into this range that it was in, where 99.30 was about the highest it would go. So it looks like we are going to have possible peace breaking out in the Middle East. That'll be nice. Gas prices will come down. Hope, fingers crossed. Let's see. Euro versus the dollar. Surging on a weaker dollar. Up to 115.70. And then we have the pound versus the yen. Again, big, nice turnaround candle right there. Of course, those are hindsight. The only rule that I've seen so far that works great with Forex is that hindsight is 20/20. So looking back, you can look back and say, oh, I missed an opportunity there. Oh, I missed an opportunity there. Oh, I missed an opportunity there. But in the heat of the moment, you may not have seen that opportunity. So there's a lot of looking back and saying, oh, that would have been a perfect trade. Pound versus the yen. right here. However, I do want to bring this up right here. This is a trade that I think should have missed. Let's start a new chart on this one. This is my demo account, by the way. So this is not, I do not have $40,000 laying around right now. It'd be a whole lot cooler if I did. Chart window. Yeah, let's create a new chart here. We're going to do the dollar versus the, oh darn it, I don't remember what that is. There it is. 7. I don't have any saved templates in this, do I? Popular, nope. Momentum. Bolger Let's do that one. I don't like that one at all. That one's horrible. Better yet, we're going to do this in the other account. This is my live account. Put this over here. And here we are. This is the Bollinger Band RSI Mean Reversion Pro here, that I have here. And this is why I say, this is sometimes trading as hindsight is 2020. Here is the bar closing well below the Bollinger Band, the 20-period Bollinger Band, and then closing above the Bollinger Band. This would have been my entry point right here. For some reason, the EA did not fire. So missed about a 30 pip trade right there. It would have still been running. I probably would have stopped out there at the middle Bollinger Band. But it's for some reason this one did not work, and I don't know why. But it's could be that it's wound too tight, that it may have needed one more condition for the to be filled before it traded. But this would have been an opportunity right here to come in about 115.09, and I did not take it. So that's why I say that that a lot of times trading, looking back on trading and saying, oh, there's a perfect opportunity, why didn't I take that? And it's because you never saw it in the first place. There's a lot of noise that happens, especially if you click on this little thingy right here and talk to these guys. Some of these guys are crazy. Some of these guys are drunk or stoned. So some of them you don't really want to talk to. But at any rate, so looking back, hindsight being 2020, should have taken a position here, but didn't. But here it's not even showing here. It's on the daily charts. Look at it. Let's see what it looks like on the 4-hour. Let's see if I were to take on this position in Trading View. In Trading View, it didn't clearly close below here. Looks like it's right on the market. Then it would have closed up here. So yeah, it still would have come in around 115.40 and enjoyed a 30 pip trade. But however, we didn't do that, so we're not going to talk about that. Let's go back down here to the daily. Let's get back on with what we're talking about. Swissy is next. Dollar versus the Swissies coming off a little bit, not as much as I thought it would, with weakening dollar. Dollar versus the yen. Again, the yen crosses, the yen pairs. Creeping up over this pair here, but it's not excited about going in further into 161. Holding at 160 and really testing the waters here at 160.17. Remember, that's the last time that the BOJ decided to do some intervention. So we're a little past due for intervention. We'll see what happens with that. Pound versus the yen, surging. Again, 214.65, but not yet above the 215 mark, which is where the Japanese did that last time, or 216. So we've got plenty of room for the pound versus the yen to run. Euro versus the yen running, but not as hard as not taking out any new highs or anything. Dollar versus the Canadian, the loonie as it were, is coming down on dollar weakness. And that's a very nice bearish engulfing candle. Might be a good time to get into a selling trade on that. Might be, might not be. Again, not trading advice, just an opinion. Canadian versus the yen, right here. We are going up because of yen weakness. Going up on yen weakness and Canadian dollar strength, which is kind of weird. But look at how tight these Bollinger Bands are. Not many people are trading that right now. Look at this. Crude oil below 90. Everybody likes that. Would love to see it down below 86, below 80s, and get it out of the 80s and down into the 70s. That would be wonderful. Then we could definitely see some progress as far as gas prices go. Aussie versus the dollar, right here. Let's move that one up. Talk about it up here. Oh well, Aussie versus the dollar still finally catching a little break, a little support down here at 70.43. Very nice turnaround candle right there. This might be a good time to come into the Aussie on the 4-hour chart. Again, you want to set your probably do a 50 to 75 pip stop loss on that. That might be an attractive trade to get into. Oh well, next we'll get into the. Oh, here, let's look at something else too. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Gold finding support at 43.39. Not, I mean, it looks like it's a line in the sand to me. But it'll be fun to see that coming down. See if that comes down even further. Platinum perking up a little bit, but not enough to really talk about. Up 20 bucks, 1.9%, 1776. Yay. Palladium, 1263, up $48. And silver up 31 cents to $68 an ounce, 68.47 an ounce. That's I do love silver. I recommend buying it all the time. But this might be one of the times to go shopping for silver. It's right here at the bottom at the finding support as it has before at 68. So this might be a good time to go shopping for some silver. Let's see. Software is still coming off its highs of 107. It's right down under 100 again to 95.65. The software sector, we have HubSpot right here, down 450 yesterday. Salesforce down 311. Intuit down, well, I'm sorry, up 3%. How about that? Somebody decided to renew their subscription. Ha ha ha. I'm just kidding. I'm still an Intuit customer. GoDaddy is down 4.36%. That is a tragedy. And here we have Adobe right here. No, that's not open yet. These are still yesterday's. This is a late video today, so it's got all sorts of stuff going on. And here we have 3.4% on NVIDIA. Upwork is still at 887. I don't know any reason why I would invest in Upwork, because they're starting to get crazy too. Because here we have some people being added to the board and to the audit committee, and I have no idea who these people are. That's the news on that. As Class 2 directors. I just think that time is over for Upwork. I think it's time for it to go off into the sunset. But that's just the way I'm thinking. We're probably going to see a big change in, I'm just going to say, board refreshment. They're going to refresh the board. How about that? Oh, but executive pay was approved. No stockholder questions were raised. That's interesting. So they approved the executive pays, but no stockholder questions were raised. No stockholders had 0 questions. Sounds sus to me. Oh well, and the last thing I wanted to point out is Audacity Capital. This is here we are in the. I've got one order in right now. It's a late order, and it was just to see if it's going to continue running, and it doesn't look like it's going to. It looks like the euro is going to stop about 115.70 for now until the New York session opens in about 2 minutes, and then we'll see what happens after that. But it could run higher. We'll see if peace actually breaks out. If peace breaks out, it'll probably have a huge surge in it. Because the bottom's going to fall out of the dollar, and it'll go back to looking at the dollars or the U.S. economic situation, which is not as good as it looks. But at any rate, it's not horrible either. But that's what I've got. That's my position with that right now. This is the June Traders Cup Challenge with Audacity Capital. My first trade. We'll see if it goes in. I'll probably take it out at the end of the day if it does not go in, and consider it expired. Should just do good for the day on that instead of good till close, which is another function of how to set up a trade. But at any rate, that's what we've got today. Not a whole lot more to talk about. We'll see what happens if we have any action later on this morning on the New York session. And with that is about all I got. So you guys have a great one. Happy trading today. If you like this video, then hit the the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you want to talk to me directly, then hit me up in the comment section. I'll be happy to talk to you. So you guys have a great one, and I will talk with you later. Bye.